course, as you can see on our screen, you guys know I have to mention it anytime I talk to any of you out there, and that's our Desert Springs California Classic, our VERICO retreat. If you haven't registered up to this point, I would suggest you do take advantage of it now. The room blocks have been selling out. You can go to vericoevents.com to find out more information and registration information. We will be giving you a little preview of what's to come at the end of today's call. So without further ado, let's get started and get to the topics we're going to discuss today, which is a little bit of where we're going in terms of BrokerBase and some connectivity with MailChimp. We're starting kind of a new era or a new domain, for lack of a better term, in terms of where we're going with BrokerBase, and we're heading into more of an open source strategy. We realize that each and every one of you has an individualistic business, and you all run your business in a different way. And when you run your business that different way, you have different needs in terms of how you want to speak to your customer and how you want to communicate with your customer. And we want to do what we can to make sure we support that in the best possible manner. So the first step in this is we have expanded to sync D&H Expert with MailChimp. And BrokerBase is how this can be done. So essentially what you can do is get your clients from the BrokerBase system through D&H into MailChimp account. Now, once you have those in a MailChimp account, you have a lot of flexibility to create custom emails, create custom campaigns that suit your need and your individualistic business as you see fit. MailChimp has free email content up to 2,000 clients. So, you know, for most of you, that should be well enough. For those of you that do, it's about $9 a month. With that $9 a month, you can send unlimited emails, you can get tracking, as well as a number of different features there. So BrokerBase, we're going to begin adding hundreds of different templates, all different content-driven pieces for you to take advantage of. So that's something that we're really excited about, which you can take directly from BrokerBase, put into MailChimp. It's going to have all your you know, photo profile information from the BrokerBase system into the MailChimp account, which is great. Now, something we're also going to be launching is an e-signature app, and we're going to be expanding the BrokerBase app to a new app that's going to be supplied through a preferred supplier called SecureSign. So this is something that's going to be rolled out during the summer, but definitely something that's important, and I want to let you know about kind of what the future of BrokerBase looks like moving forward. So with these new SecureSign applications, it's going to allow the same embedded mortgage applications that you guys have now. But the great thing about this is the apps will sync directly to D&H as they do currently. In addition to that, they're going to sync to a wide variety of CRM options. And when I say a wide variety of CRM options, we're talking about most of the ones that a lot of you are currently already using. And by that I mean Salesforce, Gmail, Outlook, Auto, GoMax, Tenata, BrokerBinder. So whatever one you're using currently or maybe looking at using, you're going to have the functionality to get that data directly in there through these new SecureSign apps as those do roll out. In addition to that, they'll also sync to all the popular cloud drives. So, you know, Dropbox, OneBox, whatever you're using out there, you'll be able to get your docs directly in there as well. So we're really excited about this new open source strategy that we are moving forward with BrokerBase. It does give you guys the ability to you know, really speak to your clients in the way that you feel is best in terms of you know, how you're presenting yourself to your clients and how you want to communicate with that client base. So what we're going to focus on today is phase one of that, and that is MailChimp and the connectivity between BrokerBase and MailChimp. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this works and how it looks and feels and what you're going to be able to do with it. So here we go. So if you're not familiar with MailChimp, it's a fantastic service. I know, you know, through my experiences in speaking with a number of the brokers out there, a lot of you currently do use MailChimp, which is fantastic. It's a really simple, easy to use email engine. We have a number of different templates that I'm going to talk about momentarily. They also have a fantastic, easy to use template builder. So if you want to create something as well, you can do that. With a free account, as I did mention at the beginning of the call, you can have up to 2,000 clients in there. So what we've done in BrokerBase and the first step to getting your clients from the BrokerBase system, your D&H clients from BrokerBase into MailChimp is, first step is to create your MailChimp account. Once you've created your MailChimp account, once you go into your account settings, you're going to see something, a tab there called Extras. And with that, you're going to see where it's highlighted on my screen here where it says API keys. And we're going to have instructions on this as well, so not to worry. It's very simple. And once you enter this API key once, it's not something that you're going to have to go and redo from time to time. So what you're going to do is copy and paste that API key from your MailChimp account. After you do that, you're going to go into your BrokerBase account. And we've added a new tab into your profile in BrokerBase under the Work tab, which says, as you can see where the arrow is pointing, MailChimp API key. So you would cut and paste that API from MailChimp into your profile in BrokerBase here under the Work tab. Once you've done that, hit save. The next step is to go to your marketing dashboard in BrokerBase. And if you're already using the marketing dashboard in BrokerBase, that's amazing and makes me happy. If you're not, definitely make sure you get your clients from your D&H into the marketing dashboard in BrokerBase. If you've never done that before, and if you need any help, there's lots of resources on the BrokerBase system. There's a support tab there with a great video that'll walk you through the process. And essentially what it does is it takes your mortgage clients, your active mortgage clients from D&H, and puts them into the marketing dashboard here. Now, a lot of you are probably already familiar with the export feature. Currently, you can export to a spreadsheet. I know a number of brokers that I've worked with have been taking advantage of that. But we've added a new tab, as you can see where the arrow points, where it says select an export destination. From there, you would select MailChimp. Once you've selected MailChimp, your D&H clients will extract from BrokerBase into MailChimp. And this is an example of what it's going to look like once you're in MailChimp. So it's going to have, you know, all the various contact information that you need to communicate with your clients in your MailChimp accounts. It's going to have, you know, their birth date, the lender, all that great information. So you can run custom campaigns and custom emails to really, as I said, make sure that you're communicating to your clients the way that works best for your business. Now, in terms of templates, and I said as we're kind of entering this new open source strategy for BrokerBase and really going to make BrokerBase a solution for content for you to communicate with your clients. We've got all the fantastic templates that we have available to you in the BAMP program now, but the great advantage to having them in MailChimp is you can customize them as you see fit. So, you can customize the renewal letters, the newsletters, the refer a friends, the thank yous, and really put your own personal message and spin on it with the templates we've provided through BrokerBase. We've also added a number of different holiday templates, all the things that, you guys have been asking, myself and Marty and everybody at head office for over the years, the Easters, the time change, the birthdays, the holiday greetings, the Father's Day, Mother's Day, etc. But in terms of templates, we are going to be adding hundreds and hundreds of templates. It's going to be constantly evolving. So that's really something that I think you guys should be excited about and looking to take advantage of moving forward. It's really going to be content-rich and template-rich platform. A couple things that I have to comment on, but as you guys are entering this new phase of BrokerBase and sending emails through a third-party supplier such as MailChimp, and I know everybody's heard of it and talked about it, but it's Castle and staying within the Castle guidelines. Now, there's a great website. It's fightspam.gc.ca. If you've never taken a look at that, I would recommend it. It's a great resource to learn a little bit more about Castle. But there's two things you really need to ensure when you are sending emails, through MailChimp to make sure you're in line with Castle guidelines. And the first is consent. So can you prove that you have consent? Is there an existing relationship? Do you have implied or express consent? There's two different avenues there. What types of messages are you sending? So no false advertising, of course. I don't think anybody, I would hope no one out there would be doing that anyways, but obviously have to mention that. So no false advertising and no bait and switch advertising. So that's definitely something you want to be conscious of when you are creating your custom content to send out through the MailChimp platform. Always make sure you identify yourself. So make sure your name, information, all that great stuff's in there, as well as it has to have an unsubscribe feature. So the templates that we do provide will have that for you, but of course, if you are doing something on your own, you always do want to make sure that you do have an unsubscribe feature available for you there. Um, Something I did mention when it comes to Castle is consent and the two different types of consent. There's implied consent, and implied consent means that you have a pre-existing business relationship, so it's a past client, someone that you have done business with. And then there is express consent. And express consent is when someone, of course, gives you express consent and says, yes, you can email me. So you can have that either in written or oral consent. And the best idea is to always keep records. Make sure you can prove that you do have consent from that client, and you are able to email them under the Castle guidelines moving forward. Couple of examples. There's been two kind of major Castle lawsuits that have gone on. One was through Porter Air, and they were fined $150,000, so a substantial amount of money. What they did was they sent emails with no option to unsubscribe. So as I did mention that earlier, if you are doing something that's custom through MailChimp, you want to make sure that an unsubscribe is available to the client there. And they were also unable to provide proof of consent. So the online applications that we do provide do have a click box for them to consent to emails moving forward. But if you are adding people, etc., on custom lists, once you get into MailChimp, you do want to make sure that you are able to prove that you do have consent to be marketing to these people. Another example was Rogers. I know my cell phone plan is with Rogers. They were fined $200,000. So once again, they did the same thing where they sent emails without an unsubscribe. So absolutely crucial to make sure that unsubscribe's there. And they were put on notice to take advantage of those unsubscribe requests within 10 days, and they failed to do so. So those are two of the bigger cases that have come from Castle Guidelines. But as I did mention, we're going to be having unsubscribe options on the email templates that we provide. But if you are looking at doing something on your own, that is something you will want to keep in mind. So what are the next steps? So how do you start taking advantage of this and getting your emails from, or your clients from BrokerBase into MailChimp and start using these fantastic templates and kind of creating your own personal message to get out to your clients? The first would be to make sure you have your data from D&H into the BrokerBase dashboard. If you haven't done so, you can go to www.brokerbase.ca. Click the support tab. We have some fantastic videos that our IT team has created that'll walk you through what that looks like. Once you do the import once, subsequently it happens automatically, so it's not something that you're going to have to do over and over again. It's kind of a one-step thing, and then you're off to the races. Second step will be to create a MailChimp account. As I mentioned previously, through talking through a number of our brokers, I know a lot of people do have a MailChimp account already. If you don't, you can sign up for a free account. Just go to MailChimp.com, sign up for your free account, start playing around with it. As I mentioned, there's a number of great features on there. You can create custom lists and templates, as well as the templates we're providing. So definitely make sure you go and create your MailChimp account. Next step will be to sync your accounts. And I know I've walked through it kind of quickly today, but we'll have some content on there that'll let you know how to do that. Essentially, you just take your API from your profile in MailChimp, enter it into your profile in BrokerBase, hit save, and you'll be able to export from BrokerBase into MailChimp. So same idea. Once you've done that, you're not going to have to keep cutting and pasting and doing that process over and over. In terms of MailChimp and how to use MailChimp, if you're not familiar with it, there's a ton of great resources out there. A ton of how-to videos on YouTube. That would be my best suggestion if you do have some initial questions on MailChimp and how that looks and operates and feels. It's very user-friendly, very easy system to kind of hit the ground running with. So I would definitely, I don't foresee too many problems, but if you want to kind of get into how-tos and more technical aspects of it, definitely there's some great resources on YouTube that can walk you through that. So that's how to get the clients from D&H to BrokerBase to MailChimp, so you can start, communicating to your clients in the manner that you see fit. Once again, our California Classic. So we're really down to the last few rooms in our room block, and after that it's done. There's going to be great value in there. We're going to have an awards night. There's going to be all our networking from all our offices across the country. As you can see, we have David Steinberg, Todd Duncan, Michael Campbell, Bob Anderson. So there's a great lineup of speakers and entertainment. In addition to that, and to give you guys a little preview of what's coming up with our keynote speaker, Todd Duncan, we're going to have our next webinar, which is next Tuesday, the 21st. We're going to have our California Classic keynote speaker, Todd Duncan, is going to be hosting a webinar here for us at VERICO, so I'd love to see everybody on the call out for that one as well. You can register for a sneak peek of Todd's session, the $6,000 egg. So that's going to be the topic of discussion, but you can register for that webinar. You will see email communications as well on that. So with that said, that kind of is the main talking points I wanted to get across to you today, and it's really our new open source strategy with BrokerBase, because we are conscious of the fact that everybody owns, operates, runs their business in a different manner, and with that needs to communicate and speak with their clients in their own individual manner. So this is something that we're really excited about. You're going to see lots of new things rolling out, as I mentioned, with connectivity to all the major other CRM players in the game, the Salesforces, the Autos, the Gomax, Tenata, broker binders. So you're going to be able to really play the market, see what works best for you and your business specifically, and then start implementing that moving forward. So we did finish in a timely manner. I didn't want to keep you guys on the line for too long today, but we do have some times for questions now. If somebody does have some questions and you'd like to type that into the chat box, please feel free. I will stay on the line for a few minutes here to answer questions. Susan asked, will the MailChimp override the BAMP program? No, MailChimp will not override BAMP. BAMP is still BAMP and going to run the way it is. So if you are currently using our BAMP program and you're sending out all the fantastic stuff we have through there, the birthdays, the newsletters, renewal letters, those will still be sent automatically and running as they are. The strategy with MailChimp is it just gives you that extra layer if you want to do one-off emails and really start to customize and send things under your own accord. But no, it will not affect the BAMP program or anything that's being sent out through there. When is video going to be up in the Academy? Is the audio? We will get that up as soon as possible, and we will communicate that out as soon as it's done. To sync D&H with BrokerBase. Yes, there is a great training video. If you go to brokerbase.ca, there's a support tab at the top of your screen. Just click on that, and there's a number of how-to videos. If you have some trouble there and you need some extra assistance, you can go to vericosupport.com, and our IT team will be happy to assist you there. There's a question here for creating a MailChimp account. There's levels of accounts. So there's a free account. With the free account, you can import up to 2,000 clients. Nolan, if we sync our file objects with BrokerBase and add info at a later date, i.e. email address of client, will it automatically update in BrokerBase and in turn MailChimp? Can be done, yes. So I think that wraps up our question period. There's a few that I'll respond to offline here. And if anybody does have any other questions, please feel free to get in touch with us here. Something we're very excited about is to launch this new open source strategy. So you're going to see lots of communications and updates about exciting new things happening within the network. And I do hope to see you all at our California Classic. Thank you and have a great day.